Greenshields managed to put all 3 wheels firmly onto a platform on top of a Mini, which was travelling at 30 miles an hour. He now hopes to secure sponsorship and take his routine to air shows around the country. Lorna Dunkley reports.
When you're trying to achieve something that's never been done before, tension quite understandably runs high. In practice last week, everything looked good. The pilot and driver went through the routine to perfect their speeds and iron out any last-minute hitches.
The difficult bit is it's obviously a very, very small area to land on. And as you get very, very close to it, you can't actually see it. The only part you can see is the rear left-hand corner of the platform and the rear left wheel. So you actually have to fly the plane whilst you're looking down at that, which is not very easy.
Safety obviously is a prime factor. We have to go very careful, very slowly to make sure that the 2 speeds come together, the plane and the car.
Both men certainly have the credentials to make the stunt work. Jim Greenshields runs the Somerset Microlight Centre at Dunkerswell Airfield. Dave Pearce is a driver with Rally School Southwest. But even the most experienced of people can run into strife when the weather pits against them. On Saturday morning, at a very overcast and damp Dunkerswell, the crew set out with high hopes. Their optimism, though, was short-lived, as time and time again Jim had to abort the landing at the last minute. But their perseverance eventually paid off, and nearly an hour after takeoff, their goal was achieved.
First time I've ever had a plane land on me. I think I'm probably one of the only people who survived having a plane land on them. It was quite scary. I was unsure. I wasn't sure whether Jim would succeed. I had quite a bit of faith in him. I hoped he would, because it's quite an achievement, and I think both of us wanted it to happen.
I defy anyone to land on anything smaller than that. It's just impossible. There's literally only inches to spare at the side, the front and the back. So unless you've got a very small aeroplane, you can't land on anything smaller than that. So beat that.
The landing was, in the end, pretty near perfection, and the relief was clear to see. What the pair will have to work a bit harder on is how to relieve the Mini of its new roof rack. Getting the microlight off the car proved nearly as tricky as the actual stunt itself. But with a bit of people power, anything is possible.